this is Ms. Schmidt, your librarian. I'm here today to read from Disney's The Beauty and the Beast more, and I'm hoping, I don't know if we'll finish it on this video or if there'll be a third video, but I'm going to continue our story from where we left previously. So if you didn't catch the beginning of the story, then look through my videos and find the beginning, but this is part 2. Belle waited until Mrs. Potts had disappeared from view. Then she glanced up at the stairs in front of her. If she went left, she would continue back to her room. But if she went right, she gazed up the set of stairs as she made up her mind. Taking a deep breath, she started to climb toward the west wing. Soon, Belle found herself walking down a long hallway. At the end of the hallway was a single door. It had been left open. Her curiosity growing, Belle opened the door wider and walked into a large room. It was clearly the Beast's suite. Suddenly, Belle's attention was caught by a table. Atop the table was a beautiful glass jar. Inside, a single red rose hung magically in the air. Mesmerized, Belle reached out and touched the glass. "What are you doing here?" The Beast's roar scared Belle. Looking over, she saw him appear out of the shadows. Terrified, Belle backed away from the table. "Do you realize what you could have done?" the Beast snarled. One of his arms hit a thin column, causing it to crumble. As its pieces began falling close to the glass jar, panic filled the Beast's eyes. He threw his body over the rose to shield it, screaming, "Get out!" And so there's our pictures. Belle ran out of the castle into the stable. She mounted Philippe, and the two raced into the woods. Belle and Philippe hadn't gone far when they heard wolves howling. Looking over her shoulder, Belle saw the hungry animals chasing Philippe. A moment later, the horse raced onto a frozen pond. There was a loud creaking noise as the ice began to crack under the horse's weight. Philippe bucked, keeping the wolves' snapping jaws from closing on his legs. Belle fought off the vicious animals as best she could, but they began to close in around her. Suddenly, as if from nowhere, the Beast appeared. The Beast jumped into the middle of the wolf pack, snarling and snapping his powerful teeth. He fought them one by one. He was bigger than the wolves, but the Beast was outnumbered. Then, with a burst of strength, he threw the biggest wolf to the ground. Seeing their leader hurt, the others took off running. Safe, Belle turned to leave, but when she glanced over her shoulder, she noticed that the Beast had collapsed to the ground, hurt badly from the fight. She paused. He had just saved her life. Belle helped him onto Philippe's back, and they began the long, slow walk back to the castle. Back at the castle, the Beast proved to be a terrible patient. "That hurts," he snarled as Belle tried to clean one of his cuts. "If you held still, it wouldn't hurt as much," Belle said, grabbing his arm and yanking it toward her. "If you hadn't run away," the Beast said, his jaw clenched, "this wouldn't have happened." "Well, if you hadn't frightened me, I wouldn't have run away," Belle retorted. "Well, you shouldn't have been in the West Wing," the Beast countered angrily. "Well, then you should learn to control your temper," Belle said, and with that, the Beast was still. Belle had made her point. As the Beast drifted off to sleep, Belle turned to leave. To her surprise, she saw that Luminaire and Mrs. Potts had been watching them the whole time. "Why do you care so much about him?" Belle asked softly. In response, Mrs. Potts began to tell her the Beast's story. Once the Beast had been just a little boy who loved his mother with all his heart. But the boy's mother became gravely ill and passed away. All he was left with was his father. The castle grew dark and cold, and so did the boy's heart. And then the enchantress cursed him. For the next few days, Belle remained by the Beast's side, watching over him as he slept, doing what she could to help him heal. The Beast appreciated her kindness, and to show it, once he was feeling better, he led her to the most amazing place she had ever seen, an enormous library. "It's wonderful," Belle said softly. "You think so?" the Beast asked, sounding oddly happy. "Then it's yours. You can be master here." As the days passed, Belle realized that something had changed between her and the Beast. They were almost becoming friends. She and the Beast now ate their meals together. When the weather was nice, they walked around the castle grounds together. When the weather wasn't so nice, they had snowball fights. Belle no longer shuddered if the Beast accidentally touched her with his paw. She was no longer scared of his fangs when he smiled. A few evenings later, the staff helped prepare the Beast to share a romantic evening with Belle. The Beast had grown to love Belle. The only problem was that he wasn't sure she loved him in return. He was hoping he would find out that night. Do not be discouraged, Luminaire said to the beast as he got ready. She is the one. She deserves so much more than a beast, the beast responded. Mrs. Potts shook her head. We love you, she said, so stop being a coward and tell Belle how you feel. In her room, Belle was getting ready as well. Taking a deep breath, she stepped out of her room and went to meet the beast. The beast was standing at the bottom of the stairs. Both seemed a little nervous. Walking side by side, they entered the magnificent ballroom. Music filled the air, and beneath the glow of candlelit chandeliers made of crystal, Belle and Beast danced together beautifully. In the corner of the ballroom, the castle staff watched Belle and Beast dance. Perhaps the curse could be broken after all. Softly, Mrs. Potts began to sing to herself. And this would be the time of song. So if you happen to have this book, this is where the musical CD would come into play, but I am not going to sing for you. As the lights dimmed, they walked onto the large terrace connected to the ballroom, and Belle looked up at the starry sky. The beast looked at Belle. It's foolish, I suppose, for a creature like me to hope that one day he might earn your affection, he said. Belle thought for a second before she spoke. Can anyone be happy if they aren't free, she said. The beast took her back to the west wing and held up a small mirror. It could show Belle anything she wished to see. Belle said, I would like to see my father. The face of the mirror began to swirl magically, and then Maurice appeared. Belle gasped as she saw her father being dragged through the village square. He looked scared. Papa, she cried, what are they doing to him? The beast knew what to do. You must go to him, he said. Belle didn't know what to say. The beast had just released her. Softly, she thanked him. Then, before Belle could change her mind, she turned and ran out of the room. The beast sighed. The last petal would fall from the rose soon, and what happened then, he would remain a beast forever. I'm going to stop there for now.